Welcome back. Today we're gonna be taking a look at the comments because today's Fun Fridays. So Fun Fridays is where we check out the comments. I'm having fun doing this where I read your comments and I respond to it. And yeah, I hope to do this for as long as I can. But I project that one fine day I may have to be more selective with the comments that I choose to respond to. So yeah, so get your comments in and ask me some good solid questions so that I can I don't know, so I can give you my 2 cents, I guess. Yeah, so anyway, let's get straight into it. Hermano says top 40 is better than top 20s. What's the saying again? 40s is the new 20s, 60s is the new 40s. Fibo says, based on your opinion, what is a risk-averse trader when it comes to trading cryptocurrency? Thanks, Skinny. It's a chick and a scope, is it? Microscope? Huh. Anyway, what is a risk-averse trader when it comes to trading cryptocurrencies? Okay, so when it comes to trading, online draw. Okay, let me just do. Welcome to Skinny's class 101. Okay, so when it comes to trading, right, there are 4 quadrants that you want to a master class in trading. There are 4 quadrants, right? And trading is, and just in life, right? Trading and life is very similar. So in trading, you have to look at risk. Yes, you're looking at risk, and you're also looking at reward. So normally, you know, there's like a lever that you have to play with, right? Normally, right, there are these 4 quadrants, and so it is some things can be a high risk, high reward trade, right? There's also another one which is a high risk, low reward trade, which is nobody, right? There's also another one which is low risk, high rewards. There's another one over here which is a low risk, low reward. Okay, so basically, yeah, most of traders, right? Most traders are in this quadrant, right? Most traders are in this quadrant, right? 90%, and this is a very scary place to be in, because most people just don't make money over here because the risk is too high, right? Basically, their risk management is pretty poor. It's either they don't have stop losses, or even if they have stop losses, right? I have seen traders before where the trend is really going after them, right? They will expect things to, continue collapsing. They made a short over here, things go higher, they continue making shorts. It's like, there's a bearish divergence, and they keep adding to their shorts, and eventually you blow up your account when something like this happens. So that is why you must always have stop losses if you are trading, right? And so that's why 90% of traders are here, because they expect every trade that they go in is going to be a winning trade, when in reality, all best traders in the world have only a 50% win rate, right? Most of the best traders around 50% win rate. What's maybe 50 or 50. Top professionals will be getting high win rates. Okay, there's a quote by one of the, what was it? Wait, okay, I can't find it. The point is that most traders, most of the top traders is 50% their win rate, right? And a lot of I would say novice traders, they expect that every trade is a winning trade, which means that if this trade makes you money, the next trade you're going to lose money, right? So it's very important to understand that when it comes to trading, you will make money and you will also lose money. So it's very important that when you make money, you must make a lot of money. And when you lose money, you know that it is coming down, you cut your losses. You don't let it drop all the way back down and you lose everything, right? So this is where risk management comes in, and 90% of traders are here. There are also high risk, low reward trades where when things have every reason so high, and then they want to trade long as well. Again, most people fall under this category, right? Most traders. So don't be the 90%. You want to be like the other 10% over here, right? So again, most women, right, are better traders than men. Okay, are women better traders than men? The reason why women are better traders than okay, this is we are being politically correct. Yeah, so so because women are more risk averse, and women usually trade less, right? They work extra fees and invest more consistently, which means that they aren't trying to time the market correct. Past research has also found women outperform men for similar reasons, and this is also why women live longer than men, because they are more risk averse. And for us as men, we can learn this skill from women. This is an innate nature in women which we can learn from. So but most of the successful traders in this quadrant, right, are women. Mostly. I mean, of course, there are men as well, and so again, this consists about 10%, I would say, of people, right? And so here we go to the absolute best quadrant to be in, which is low risk but very high rewards. Does this exist? Yes, it exists. Absolutely, it exists. But you have to be very patient, because these kind of opportunities, they come very rarely. They come like maybe 3 times, 2 times, 3 times, or even 4 times in a year. So once you spot it, you cannot hesitate, and you have to make the move. And so this is also something, like, for example, you can also draw parallels to martial arts, like let's say boxing as well, right? Most professional boxers only box like at most, right, 4 times a year. Elite level boxers, right, 2 to 4 times, I would say. And so, okay, let me just fact check myself. How many times elite level boxers box a year? Might fight about 4 times a year, and world champions only fight about 2 times. So world champion moves, which are low risk and high reward, are very few and far between, right? So that's why when you see me talking about chart patterns, right, it does exist, good chart patterns, but you have to wait for it, right? So for example, right, let me just show you what I mean. If you look over here on this move up for Bitcoin, right, do you see any clear high quality tradable chart pattern? No, you don't see it for the entire way up. You just don't see it. The only time that a real high quality chart pattern came was here. So from here to when the chart pattern completed, it was 422 days. Do you know how rare it is to see high quality tradable chart patterns, right? We got a head and shoulders over here, we collapse. Again, even when we reverse back up, right, as we would normally be looking for a bullish reversal chart pattern. Where is it? It did not come. It just started rising, right? After it rose, again, you can also consider this as a head and shoulders, right? It came, right? So after a long drought of 0 high quality chart patterns, it started appearing, right? How long did we have to wait for it to complete? 238 days from point to point. Very few and far between, right? And then after that, again, this is a gigantic, humongous head and shoulders. Again, this is a head and shoulders coin. Head and shoulders here, and another head and shoulders over here, a big one, right? So how long did this take to complete? You had to wait how long? 489 days for it to complete. 489 days. After that, once it collapsed, were there any high quality chart patterns? Sure, in the smaller time frames, you'll be able to see it. It came. This was a rising flag. Right, rising channel I'm talking about. Rising channel, again, right. After that, none. Now there's nothing for Bitcoin. There's just nothing. So nothing to work with. And this is a higher high. I would not consider this as the I would hope that it's an inverse head and shoulders, but it's not behaving like an inverse head and shoulders right now because there's very big sell volume, right? Inverse head and shoulders normally, right? You don't have this much selling pressure. So if you look at the head and shoulders, again, we flip it, right? You don't see strong buying for Bitcoin. Normally, the right shoulder is very weak, very weak, sickly weekly, right? Again, you don't see strong buying pressure coming in. Very weak, the right shoulder, right? Same thing over here. We should have gotten a very weak type of a right shoulder, but it didn't come. So again, I think this is turning into something else. So yeah, so how much longer do I have to wait, right? Before I see any higher quality tradable chart pattern? How many days has it been since we got a flag over here, right? How many days? How many days has it been? 196 days. How many more 100 days do we have to wait? Yeah. So risk averse. This is where risk aversion comes in, right? If you don't see it, you don't force it. You're not really sure. You're not really clear. Don't do it. And so yeah, and you gotta have a lot of patience, right? Patience falls very well into risk aversion as well. And this is about only 0.0 maybe 1% of traders are able to pull off this kind of stunt. Very, very few. So yeah, low risk, high reward. It's very longer, very, very big time frames. So what I'm showing you right now is actually swing trading skills. I'm teaching you swing trading skills. If you look at, I've been following some of the other guys on Twitter. You can actually go to my Twitter account and you can see who I'm following. A lot of them are not exactly swing traders. They are day traders and scalpers. Right? Okay, for trading, there are 4 types of traders. You can be a scalper, day trader, swing trader, or you are a position trader. Most guys and girls, right, they don't make it. Most people don't make it as day traders or scalpers. Only very, very few people make it as day traders or scalpers. And these are outliers. So, I mean, again, I can fact check myself. Percent day traders. How many percent? It's close to 100%. See, studies have shown that more than 97% of day traders lose money. The other 3%, almost around 3%, break even. And only less than 1%, which means that 99%, right, is close to 100, almost 100% of day traders don't make money. So don't do day trading. Don't do day trading. It's very stressful, and the success rate is very low. It's very low. And so again, this ties in very well with risk aversion. If you know that the statistics of a day trader is so poor, would you want to take the risk and become a day trader, right? Scalper is even worse. Day trading and scalping. Don't do that. I mean, for me, right? I mean, of course, if you think that you have the mojo to be a successful day trader, if you think you are the 0.01% that makes it, right, in day trading, yeah, great, become a day trader. But for most people, swing trading is where you will find more success, and patience plays a very big role in swing trading and position trading as well. Position trading means you take up positions. Dollar cost averaging is sort of position trading, but of course things can always go wrong, right? What if Bitcoin drops to 350, right? We have that target, but we don't have that. What if Bitcoin drops to 9,000, right? Imagine you dollar cost average at 60,000, right? 50,000, 40,000, 30,000, 20,000. Do you even have money if Bitcoin drops to 10,000? Do you even have money, right? Yeah. So again, position trading is again also another skill that's different from dollar cost averaging, right? So yeah, I hope that answers your question though, about taking less risk. Be a swing trader. To me, swing trading is the best. And swing trading is basically, if the trend is bearish, you stay bearish, which is what I always do. And if the trend is bullish, you switch bullish. You look for not just Bitcoin, you look for all other chart patterns that has a higher quality. Sometimes you may catch very nice high quality continuation chart patterns, right? In other coins that you can take on to trade towards the upside, right? You might not see it in Bitcoin, but you may see it in one of the other altcoins. Something like that, right? So if it's bullish, you continue staying bullish, right? Once it turns bearish, you start switching bearish, right? It's as a swing trader, there are also cons in the sense that when things are going sideways, right, you have a very, very bad time. You have a very bad time because you just don't know if this is a continuation or this is going to be a reversal, right? Sometimes we may be barting for some time, right? We may just be going sideways for some time. So yeah, this is when you would give back to the markets the most because you were expecting things to drop, but it continues higher. But if it continues higher, you're like, should I switch bullish? I'm not too sure. It's like, what the skinny pink line says? Yeah, we're still not exactly out of it yet, but we've already touched it. So I would expect Bitcoin to eventually reverse back up. One fine day, I would expect Bitcoin to. So it's like, when Bitcoin, before it collapsed under the skinny pink line, it gave us a clue over here, 24th of June, 2021. It hit here again, September 2021. Before we really truly crossed it, December 2021. So from June to December, how long was it before we really truly started the bearish trend under the skinny pink line? 6 months. You had to wait 6 months, right? And you'd be like, but we touched the skinny pink line, we should switch bearish, right? No, not yet. Almost there, but not yet. So this is the same thing, right? Almost there, but not yet, right? We don't switch bullish yet. We need to see the chart pattern first. So that's why I was hoping, if you've been following me, you understand that. And you will know that I've been waiting for that right shoulder to appear. It didn't appear. Strong selling started coming in. So I feel this is becoming something else. Right? I mean, of course, tomorrow things may just start rising up from here, but we'll have to take things one step at a time. You see how it goes, right? So yeah, a risk-averse trader is someone who has a good risk management system, a very good risk management system, right? I think you can apply this in life as well, like even in relationships, as a man or as a woman, if you know that the person that you're with is not someone suitable for starting a family with, you should immediately cut out this person and don't waste your time or her time or his time anymore, because again, you want to think long term, right? As a swing trader and position trader, you're more long-term sighted. You're not so short-sighted, just for the day. I make profit for the day, that's it. Make profit for the day, that's it. No, you want to think long, right? I want to start a family, okay, I'm going to talk from a guy's perspective. I want, the mother of my children to be someone who is kind, someone who is supportive, someone who is loyal, and someone who is, can raise good children, because she's going to be the blueprint for my sons to be the kind of, for them to, she's going to be the blueprint for my sons as, when they grow up, what kind of a woman that they're going to be looking for, right? And also for, if I have daughters, the blueprint for my daughters, she's going to be the blueprint for my daughters to become the type of woman. No. She's going to be the blueprint for my daughters as, the kind of woman to become, right? So, yeah. I confused myself over there. So, okay, so the thing is, you cut it, right? Let's say sometimes you might need 3 days or 3 weeks to find out. Sometimes you might need 3 months. Sometimes you need 3 years. But the moment you find out, okay, this person, if it's a guy, somebody who has no ambition, he's a loser, he treats his, people around him very poorly, immediately cut. Again, he's going to be the blueprint as the kind of man that your son is going to become, right? It's going to be a father to your daughter. What kind of man for your daughter to look for? He's going to be that blueprint. So you want to look for somebody responsible, someone who is ambitious, someone who is a leader, someone who is strong, and if it's not, cut your loss. move on fast. Time is of the essence, right? Good comment. Freddy says, your thoughts on Binance and the SEC? Thanks, Tat. I think SEC just won the case against Binance just won the case against SEC about buying Voyager, right? The judges found nothing wrong with it. So I think this is going to be good. But again, it's very, it's a case by case kind of thing. You can't just say, because Binance won their lawsuit or case against SEC, others are going to win. Binance is like, I want to buy Voyager Digital. SEC is stopping me. Judges, please take a look. Nothing wrong. Okay, I proceed. It's different from SEC saying that, the New York AG just, the NYAG, New York Attorney General, just, I think they just sued KuCoin, I think, and they say that Ethereum is a security. Now, that is going to have big implications. Right? But KuCoin doesn't operate in the US, but of course, we all know that KuCoin, you can actually, there are always ways to use KuCoin as a US citizen, right? From the US, the point is, you can always find ways. But if you brand Ethereum as a security, then this is very bad. It's going to have big implications. So, I mean, if it's true, right, and if they win the case, but it's going to be many months or years down the road. So, it's not going to happen immediately. So, so there you go. Anyway, Bitcoin Cash, freedom currency. Yeah. Skinny, Total Tree looks like it's being rejected by the Skinny Pink line. Also, Total Tree did not make a higher high versus its November local high, let alone versus its August local high. Something is up. Can you talk about this during one of your videos, please? Sure. Dave! Okay, let's look at Total Tree. Right, if you look at Total Tree, what is this? November. What is this? August. Right. Yeah, it's a lower high. Lower high, lower high, lower high. Lower high means, I don't know whether if it's going to be or not. Means that potentially, we could get something like this, right? But again, right shoulders are usually weak. This is, selling pressure is too much. So, I mean, of course, if you get the equivalent buying pressure coming in, then of course it's a different, but there's some selling pressure here. So anyway, we still have our 222 billion target for Total Tree. We're at 337, right? I still think we're going to shave off 100 billion, which is another 35% towards the downside. I don't think we're done yet though. At this point of time, right? I mean, of course, if things start developing differently, we will adapt to the situation, right? So if you look over here, we might get something like this, right? A squeeze over here, ABCDE breakout, maybe. Again, I'm guessing at this point. I just don't have much to work with, but yeah, this is good. This is actually good. This is a setup eventually for a break above, right? You can also consider this as a falling channel, but yeah, it isn't really that high quality. And again, we're still under the Skinny Pink line, so I would still lean bearish for Total Tree, right? The moment you cut through the Skinny Pink line, you fail to stay above it sustainably, right? Getting slapped again, then yeah, we still remain bias bearish, because I feel that the bearish momentum is still there, so it might still pop a little bit lower to 222B. In my opinion, of course, I could be wrong, but yeah, I still think that there is potential for a little bit more downside, right? If you were to connect the dots over here, yeah, we're still in a downwards trend. So yeah, this is not out of the realms of possibilities, right? Something like that. A three-wave move down, right? As we head towards maybe sub 200 billion. I suspect that if we were to head to 222 billion, we will be crossing it into sub 200 billion. So yeah, a very long wave C coming. I'm not so sure what the narrative is or the catalyst for this fall, but yeah, it's entirely possible though. But again, at this point of time, we just don't have the chart pattern continuation to work with, and you don't always get continuation, right? Again, when Total Tree rose up here, what continuation? Where continuation? This continuation, yeah, you can argue, but it's not exactly high quality. This continuation, right? This continuation, not exactly high quality. What continuation, right? Again, this continuation, again, not exactly high quality, right? The only high quality chart pattern that came was here. A very slanted type of head and shoulders. That's it. That's it. So we're hoping for a squeeze though. Yeah, but this still looks bearish to me though. If anything, I will still lean towards the downside. So I will still expect more downside. And we've had this target since December 2022. And we still remain bias bearish, right? It's really much. So my guess is if we were to yeah, fall lower to sub 200. This might take the entire year, right, to complete. Again, I could be wrong. I'm not, you know, I just don't see the chart pattern yet. So yeah, there you go. But we have about, I think, 7 coins with very high quality bearish chart patterns. Very, very high quality, but it's not the top 40 though. But yeah, very high quality bearish chart patterns, and they are expected to fall 60%, at least 60%. So yeah, we're very interested to short those coins. Those are shit coins. But again, we need to get our timing right. Oh, I think there's also one, I wouldn't call it as a shitcoin, but there's one of the coins over here as well. I think it's in the top 40. Oh, 2 coins actually. There are 2 coins over here. Okay, it's in the top 40. If you watch everything that I do and say, and you would know which coin I'm talking about. But there's 7. 2 of it I think is here. Anyway, where are we? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Kate says, I hope it's an inverse head and shoulders for Bitcoin. Just needs some uptrend for the moment. Yeah, it's not. It's not. A Better Tomorrow says, after following Skinny for a few years, I've no doubt he's one of the more accurate chart pattern readers. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, you don't always get, it's a thankless job. Nobody says thank you, Skinny. You rarely get that. So I will take what I get. So yeah, Missy says, morning, Skinny. XRPA net glass bottle. Oh yeah, glass bottle, right? So I was saying that a glass bottle, right? When I was drinking water from a plastic bottle, I have chapped lips. But once I switched to a glass bottle, chapped lips gone. Strange, very strange. Yeah, try it. Yes, please try it. Expecting says, I don't often like what he says because I always want moon. I want moon as well. That doesn't mean it's not great, TA. How Skinny doesn't have a ton of people following is crazy to me. Yeah, I actually had almost 30,000, before YouTube arbitrarily, randomly, for some strange reason, they didn't reply any of my requests. I messaged them like 4 times. They didn't reply me when they removed my older channel. Let me see if I can social bait Skinny Moon Hunter. You'll be able to see it. Chunky Moon? Who is Chunky Moon? Social Blade. Hey, Skinny Moon Hunter. I had about 27. Okay, I had almost 30,000. This was way back in 2021, I think August, when YouTube suddenly just removed my channel. I'm like, what? I've never promoted any ICOs, any coins. I've never partnered with any exchanges. I've never done any of that. I've never interviewed any scam people. I've never taken money from anyone, and they removed my channel. There's so many other scammers out there, but they removed my channel. I felt that my channel was growing. I was heading towards 30K, and I could feel that I was on the path towards 100K. I could see it. I could see 100K within reaching distance. I could see it, but it got removed, and so now I'm back to 1,000. It's like, I gotta build it back up. And the biggest mistake I did was I put all of my eggs into one basket, which is the basket of YouTube. Now I'm a bit smarter. I split my eggs into YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram as well. Yeah, so now I have 4 different, top 4 different channels, I would say. So if anything goes wrong with YouTube, I still have the other 3. Something like that. I should build my Twitter channel though, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, Freddy, thank you very much. Emperor says, thanks for the video, Skinny. Always appreciate hearing your input on Link. You are welcome. CodW says, dang, there's some strong discipline, man. Props. Yeah, I was talking about my day. Miro says, I drew a feet retracement from the absolute low to the absolute high, and it's kind of a beauty with it bouncing between one of the ratios. I don't know which one. And the skinny pink line, check it out. For which one? Which one? Are you talking about Bitcoin? Talk about Hex. I don't think there's anything happening for Hex though. I have already seen Hex, but I don't think there's anything. Hex is above the skinny pink line, but if Bitcoin were to collapse any lower, I think it's going to pull Hex down together with it. So yeah, again, no clear high quality tradable chart pattern for Hex. Not at this point of time. The only one time that it came was here, the standing triangle. Value 1, value 2, value 3, sayonara bitches. Again, continuation here and there, symmetrical triangle, symmetrical triangle. Again, another symmetrical triangle. You can even see the ABCDE from here, right? ABCDE out, inverse head and shoulders, out, symmetrical, very highly manipulated. Okay. Yeah, something like that. Rising channel, we broke down. Rising channel again, we broke down. Now we're breaking out of the skinny dipping line. Is this it? Are we not coming back down? Are we going to consolidate and go higher? I don't know. There's nothing much for me to work with for Hex. So, yeah. Anyway, Fibo says, thank you, Skinny. Besides doing Tay, how do you spend your... I think I answered this. Right. Yeah, I've answered you. Didn't I? Did I? I think I already answered you, right? Where's this? 1st of March. Yeah, I think I did. This was the video. What a day looks like for me. All right, guys and girls, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hope you guys have a great weekend ahead of you. See you in the next TA video. All right, see you. Ta-ta.